Yo, what up? It's your boy, YelowishSnowman, back up in the building playing some more Sakura Spirit. Y'all already know what's going on. In the last episode, we realized that it's good to be alive because pretty girls are making us breakfast. Let's see what happens to your boy Takahiro in this episode. Perhaps you would enjoy having one. Hold on, I'm out of character. Let's. Perhaps you would enjoy having one of his singular values as well. That's a bit overkill, especially considering the condition of said girl. I recalled the sight of Machiko sleeping yesterday, and my cheeks immediately grew red. I quickly sat down at the table, trying to distract myself by changing the subject. So, thanks to YouTube, I learned a little about this world. How about I return the favor and talk about mine? Do you have anything you want to ask?
Oh yes, I want to know. What are the spirits like in your world?
Spirits, you say? I thought about her question for a moment before I replied with a sheepish grin. Well, in my world, spirits only exist in folktales. They appear in stories, and certain religions even worship them, but it's not like we got them running around like they do in this world. Folktales worship, your world is strange, Sakura.
Well, it's kind of boring. What about your life? Are you a defender of your village? You said something about
judo.
before. What's that?
You mean judo? Well, in my world, people go to this place called school. It's basically a place of knowledge where you learn a lot of things before you're considered an adult in our society. But in my world, the defenders are known as the police. They keep things peaceful and such. I'm just a student. I guess you could say that I'm studying to become a defender, not just of my village, but of my whole country. It was a bit exaggerated, but it felt kind of nice to call myself a defender.
That sounds weird. Is the
police like the army or something defended a whole nation?
Well, very strange.
I wouldn't call it strange, Machika-san. It's this world that's weird. But no, the police is like the guards in the village. We do have an actual army that defends the country, though.
In a way, your world sounds like fun, especially if everyone's like you. Anyway, Oh no, oh dang it, these oranges all have worms in them.
Oh.
Ew. Did you forget to check them again?
Oh, terrible, I must have been overcome with fatigue and never got on the ground to checking them properly.
Boo. Big ol' lazy me out and I'd go and get some apples instead.
As Machiko went outside to grab some apples, my eyes drifted towards Machiko, who was observing me with a constant smile. Or content. Whichever way you pronounce it. Clearly pleased with something.
Oh, it is such a relief to see her in such a good mood. As long as tough feelings, I must admit that she has been upset, but that her magical skills have not been progressing as fast as they once did.
We all have our ups and downs. Especially when it comes to studying. I still remember how I used to dread exams. So little time for my judo that made me rather sad at times.
That does sound rather stressful. Tell me, Takakun, what is that you study? I am intrigued by this school notion.
Well, my situation is a bit different from most. Well, while I go to school like everyone else, I actually aim to become an athlete. To explain it in a way you'd understand, an athlete is someone who practices a certain sport and those who are among the best end up representing their country. I have an upcoming tournament that will decide whether or not I will be able to represent my country in judo.
I think I understand your focus is on your strength while you're gathering knowledge to allow yourself a multitude of options. An interesting method.
Well, thank you. I guess you could say it like that, but why thank me?
I think it's just sudden approach. It's supposed to laugh them at the period. Oh, well, that has a lot to do with Michael's newfound joy. I can hear her singing something I'm not heard in weeks. Where's my heart singer so overjoyed? I can't believe it's because you think you'd hug Cocoon.
I doubt that's the only reason, but you're welcome. I smiled bashfully at Machiko before continuing. Then again, I should also be thanking you busting my rear out of jail. I don't want to think about what I would have been doing if I was still in the care of Tsundere Tyrant.
Hi, you're most welcome, but please do not be so hard on me. Many things can be out of control. But perhaps it is out of our hands. No, I still wish to thank you. Sakura, I have been wondering how I might reach repay you for bringing such joy to my chain. Repay me? For a moment, my thoughts drifted towards a certain idea, but my cheeks quickly turned scarlet red at the thought. I could ask something like that of her. I couldn't ask something like, I'm not sure I have anything in mind. I think your smile is enough. You're a true gentleman, Taku-kun. It's a shame though, I was thinking such other things too.
See, dude, he needs to take these opportunities as they come. Okay? He can't just turn her down every single time. She is jumping onto this man.
The fox spirit giggled to herself as she turned toward the garden, watching Michael struggle to descend from one of the trees with an armful of apples. There are only 3 of us. Your ability did not count for a fourth person. Speaking of a fourth person, it sounded like you two used to talk a lot with the spirit at the shrine. Why do you get so nervous when talking whenever this Suri is involved?
Yeah.
That's not important. Oh, it's a giant bird again. It's either the wild tree. Oh, maybe it is. I should go in.
Suri don't know.
Thank you for visiting us today. Machiko-san is right over there. No, Suri, no, I'm sorry. I must have been terribly misplaced. Became serious on. Oh, to think you'd get that flustered. Is she that amazing of a person? You don't understand. God, there are certain skills that I, as a fox spirit, possess. Subtle way of talking, acting that influence how people perceive me. I don't think it would be considered social skills, but for spirits, Suri is capable of completely negating these and leave me feeling rather nervous and helpless. See, so basically, she's immune to your flirting, and connecting the dots in my mind, I planted the palm of my hand against my forehead.
Now I get it.
You're afraid of approaching her because the Suri is a bigger flirt than you, but if she's flirting with you...
Oh, I see.
You swing that way. For some reason, I suddenly felt rather disappointed.
What, because she's bisexual and not Takahiro-sexual? That's not true, but well, maybe.
I mean, she has an overpowering presence and does not allow me to properly do my thing. You know? I'm not sure what you mean by swinging, however.
It means that, you know, like girls.
You're really well. How about we forget all about Suri for now, and I show you exactly which way I do swing.
Sakura. That will be... Dude, bro.
This is like your 6th chance to get up in there, dog. Why ain't you been acting a fool yet? But she must be quite a challenge to deal with, considering. I briefly lowered my voice to a whisper. You're already a handful to deal with. Once you start your teasing. You perhaps less the gentleman I thought you to be, Taku-kun. What am I then? A lovable rogue, perhaps, or maybe you see yourself as more of a hero type. Of course I'm a hero, a perverted one, but a hero nonetheless. Welcome back, my chin. How did the hunt for the golden apple go? No golden ones, but I got a lot of good ones. Even one that shapes like a heart. You can have that one, Togany.
Yes, Daddy.
An apple shaped like a heart. Interesting. Does this mean you're confessing your love to me by giving me this? Maybe I am. I seriously think Ichikawa would kill me if he saw me in this current situation that I happen to be up in at. Why, thank you, fair lady. I shall savor every moment of its sweet flavor. Michael, how could you betray me from your love to betray you love me? Your one and only sister. Did our time together mean nothing? Oh my! You would have told me somehow I found a super big apple for you. Polygamy at its finest. No, it's not. It's they're sisters. It's a whole different love. Whole different type of love. Okay? There's a whole different type of love situation here. This is not what we're considering polygamy. Okay, buddy? Oh, you better hurry up. We're going to Sicha.
I butchered that.
Sicha.
Wait, but I thought we would always need to ask her for permission. Wait, and what? Wait, so until she grew bored enough to reply.
I know that when I was picking apples, I found one of her tiny familiars. She said she wanted to see us today.
Oh, poopy.
So poopy.
Oh, poopy.
Oh, poopy. Oh, poopy.
back in the woods. The same image of the woods as we've always had. Following the directions Maiko had received, we set off from the mansion. The three of us made our way through the forest, somehow managing to stay on route. With the help of the familiar, it didn't take us long before we arrived at the place where Machiko had fallen into the river. They say that a cautious fox is worth two, so we made it past the river without further ado. Okay, was that like literally supposed to rhyme? I guess it was, because it's a they say thing. So I'm guessing it's a saying. So, according to these familiars, the shrine is supposed to be up ahead. My gaze had fallen upon a series of steps that went up the hill from a dirt path, a gate standing at the top. Oh no, what could you want from us? She never summons us. She always bumps into us by chance. Why is she called over us, I wonder? You're so silly. I'm sure it's nothing to be worried about. Maybe she has found a new way to stop my headache. Now, that would be truly wonderful, but there's no use guessing. With a stride of confidence in my steps, I swiftly climbed the stairs. The girls quickly followed in my wake. One was mimicking my own bold steps, while the other followed with small, slow paces. Come on, why don't we make a game of it? To take your mind off of it, we could play Hop Along Dandy. Hop, hop! My gosh, now. The spunky girl hopped past me, giving out commands that the older girl seemed to be following. They both moved one step at a time, either hopping, stepping, or jumping to the next step. When one fumbled, the other took another step, and the command then switched to the other girl. The panic that had almost set in had seemingly vanished as Machiko continued the silly little game with her sister. The two soon reached the top of the steps, and a voice I could have sworn I had heard somewhere before resounded in the air. Okay, so I have completely forgot this girl's voice. Yeah, still hoping I might dust a block company. Oh, the music change. Talk about eep! At the sound of the voice, Machiko let out a cry of surprise, her body trembling slightly, and its owner revealed herself. The one responsible for Machiko's reaction seemed to be a familiar figure that hopped off of the gate with ease and landed gracefully before us, her tail sweeping back and forth through the air. Yeah, Machiko, I am delighted to see been well since you last played. Have you been well? We were playing really fun games just now. Hello, Siri-sama. We were all doing well, thank you. It did look like a very cute room, and I hadn't thought again. Might have been very cute. Where else we're playing it? Sounds as if intended human. Can you have anything else? I was more interested in meeting you than playing some game. Unfortunately, you're the appealing son doesn't know he's always look upon my eyes. Where's the man your matchy tan? Oh, it's not fair, see chance. I really didn't know the rules, and it wouldn't be fair to bring up someone in halfway. If they learn how to play, I'm sure he'll be on it next time. It's not, health. The girl took a deep breath and closed her eyes, composing herself. It goes right to Sakura as yet to learn the game. This is not his fault. I'm just teasing him to your wrist. There's no need to get worried, but I'm glad that you are all here. And one thing surprised me all. What is it? But that you pass, just Sakura is here with you. Doesn't strike you by the side. A human like him, he's from the experience the last time I heard also the thing ever had is just watch its hand was a bit taller. This has me curious. And why is he here with you rather than someone of his own kind? The guards from the village, they arrested because for our actions he helped us escape. He was arrested instead. We rescued him and allowed him to stay with us. It's fine, I swear. He's just a nice human. He seems to not be from around here though. You need not take offense, my dear. I simply find it fascinating to see a human defender do it. Oh, well, I'm well aware that he is not from the village. I take little interest in the close-minded humans of their realm. So your assumptions are correct. The boy is not being of this world. I already told Mayako and Machiko-san this before, but it doesn't matter to me whether they're spirits or not. I like this place. That said, I'd still like to get back to my own world. I have an important tournament to prepare for.
Alright, your upcoming battle. Let's take this discussion inside, shall we?
We will await your return, Sakura. It seemed like the sisters could no longer accompany me. Feeling nervous, my steps grew a bit hesitant as I followed the spirit inside.
Here we are. Place of our very first conversation. I guess now would be a good time to introduce myself. My name is Suyuri. Just like your two companions out there, I am one of the spirits that inhabit this realm.
But you're different from them, aren't you?
How observant of you.
Well, she's not a fox. She seems to be some sort of demon.
Yes, there is a difference between myself and most other spirits. Spirits abide to a rather simply hierarchy. The stronger the spirit, the higher their standing. Then again, strength is often associated with experience.
So what, you're saying that you're an ancient being or something?
I wouldn't go that far, Takahiro. It's rude to question a girl's age.
She just went British there, hardcore.
But let's move on to the subject if you decide to return to your own world.
You're gonna send me back? Great!
I'm afraid sending you back is beyond my capability.
Hold on.
Weren't you the one who sent me here in the first place? I'm afraid that wasn't the case. It was your wish that sent you here. During our first encounter, I did mention that this place was special, didn't I?
Now that I thought about it, she did mention something along those lines. I briefly closed my eyes, trying to recall what she had said before. This place is like no other. That's it? That's it right there? That was the whole flashback? This place is like no other? Wow, what a crazy flashback.
That's right. Having spent time with the fox spirits, you likely already know that there is magic in this world. However, it's not as though Maeko-chan herself possesses said magic. Rather, her body is simply able to connect with it.
That sounds a bit complicated.
The bodies of people who are capable of using magic create a special kind of link to the magic of this world. Try to imagine it like this. The magic within this world flows through several gateways. We commonly refer to them as mana gateways. Those who possess these abilities to use magic draw on the mana flowing from these gates. A different term for these people is mana receivers.
So you're also drawing on this magic?
No, my boy, I am borrowing the magic of this realm. I'm powerful enough to perform magic on my own. However, this shrine is located on a mana gateway, which could explain why the shrine in your world is said to be capable of granting wishes.
Then why can't you use that magic to send me back?
Because it is not my magic that brought you here. It is the magic of the shrine, or rather, the world itself that pulled you into this realm.
So you're saying that I'm stuck here forever?
Not forever. You simply need to carry out the will of the world.
Oh great, you're saying that this world has a will of its own now? And how the hell am I gonna find out what it wants me to do?
That's what you have me for, silly. I'm the guardian of the shrine, so obviously I know of its intentions. In your case, the task you were given was quite a harsh one.
Don't tell me I have to collect wedding sashes.
And marry my Machi-chan in the process? You wish.
No, I thought I was gonna marry Maiko.
Teasing aside, this region is having its fair share of problems. Spirits and humans have lived apart for a long time, but it wasn't always like this.
Wait, spirits have a world of their own?
Yes, but that realm has started to merge with this one, causing some spirits to find themselves trapped here. Unfortunately, this happened before the more powerful spirits had the opportunity to reverse the damage done.
Does that mean that Machiko-san and Maiko-chan are...
They don't belong in this world, although neither of them likely realize this. They were much alike human toddlers when they first arrived in this world.
I slowly started to understand the reason why the fox spirits and the villagers were on such bad terms. Anyone would be restless if beings from another world that you had never heard of suddenly showed up at your doorstep. Is that why there is so much tension between them and the villagers?
I'm afraid that the Fox sisters became the victims of a misunderstanding. You see, Machi-chan, Machi-tan and Maiko-chan are the only spirits within the realm. There are others which has caused things to escalate.
You mean there are other fox spirits?
Not fox spirits, but other spirits. They were sent into this realm just like the sisters, but unfortunately, they were sent rather far from here. While Machi-chan and Maeko-chan were close enough for me to care for them, the others weren't so lucky. What do you mean? Did something happen to them? Along with Maeko-chan and Machi-chan, four other spirits were sent here when the worlds briefly merged. Unlike the fox sisters, those four didn't have to watch over them. And as a result, they grew rather spoiled and wild. So what you're saying is, spirits gone wild? It sounded like a recipe for trouble. Yes, they grew oblivious of the way of human nature. By the word nature, I mean society worked, and their behavior made humans mistake them for monsters. Even now, those girls in their games are mistaken as acts of violence. And as a result, tensions arose between the spirits and humans. So Machiko-san and Mayeko-chan are discriminated against because of those spirits? You could say that, yes. Then why did you try to stop them? Because I can't leave this forest. I'm the guardian spirit of this shrine. I cannot leave my domain. I couldn't help but wonder what the purpose of all this talk about spirits served. Could it have something to do with finding my way back home? Do you think solving the problem with these spirits could be my ticket out of here? Possibly. I wouldn't be surprised if dealing with those spirits would solve the problems between the spirits and humans. It will be difficult to track them down, but there may be an opportunity for you soon. An opportunity? I'm sensing one of them, heading through the forest towards the village. If you can convince Machi-chan and Mayako-chan to help you protect the village, the villagers might be willing to accept him. That makes sense. If Machiko and Maeko were seen protecting the village from a possible threat, they might be forgiven for the panties incident. Do you think it'll work? Only time will tell. For now, you better get the girls and make haste towards the village before the wild spirit causes any more damage. Nodding my head in agreement, I quickly ran outside, trying to think of how I could convince Machiko and Maeko to help me save the village. Surely they would be better off known as heroes rather than pranksters. However, I doubted that the sisters had feelings of fondness toward the villagers, considering their continued treatment of the two girls. I wonder how he'll solve the challenge set before him. Oi oi. I found Machiko and Maiko talking near the steps leading back into the forest. The two girls looked like they were playing a game similar to hopscotch on the wide shrine steps. It was time for me to figure out how to convince the girls. Otaka-kun, is everything alright? You look worried. Sayuri told me something interesting. Nothing about the word about. Oh, what was it? Did she tell you any summer's bust signs? Oh, get jabbed. I know she just got slapped hard. Mego. No, nothing like that. Even if she offered to, I would have said no. I'm a gentleman after all. Yeah. Gentleman. Okay, we'll go with that one. She told me about some recent events, and I think I found a way to get you both accepted by the village. Wait, but what did she tell you? She has not told us a thing. She didn't go into too many details. She just told me that some wild spirits caused a lot of trouble for the villagers and gave you guys a bad reputation. If we can convince the villagers that the other spirits are just playing, maybe we can figure out a way to protect them. And if you show up to help, maybe they'll warm up to you. For sure, see Channing talking to you, so smart. Whoa, wait, Maiko, calm down, Takaku. There's no way the villagers will accept us that easily. Even if we convince their elder, the two guards will never forgive us for their theft. I firmly believe that it's better to try something and fail than to regret not having tried. I mean, those girls will probably be upset, but maybe they would be more willing to listen to your story if we were to save the village. It's better to try something and fail than regret not having tried? But won't you be sad if you fail despite having tried so hard? Shut the dude. Well, it will only hurt if I fail. Nothing is ever set in stone, so it never hurts to try. While I was rather certain this idea would work, I knew I first had to convince the girl. With the amount of confidence my tone carried, I was hopeful that it was only a matter of time before Machiko would begin to consider it. I'm not sure, Takaku. Do you really ever want to face the wrath of Mio head on? If it's for the sake of my friends, sure. And if we're lucky, she'll finally show that dear side of her. I'm afraid I want to play with people in the village. I want to be able to eat delicious smelling foods and learn all about them, dude.
What about you, Machiko-san? Don't you want to walk around without the constant fear of being chased down by angry villagers? This could be the only chance we have. Humph. I suppose with both of you being so enthusiastic, I do not have much of a choice in the matter. It would be nice to be able to buy sake from the human world. Spirit sake is, well, it's rather bland, dude. That's the spirit, dude. We should hurry to the village then. Very well, talk again. Meanwhile, in the village. So, we're gonna end the video right here on this nice, sexy screen here. And actually, this is way too quiet, so I'm gonna get through these dots real quick. There we go. That's a lot better. The two guards who had just returned from patrolling the area found their village in uproar. Okay, so this is gonna be the end of the video right here. Everybody get hyped. Everybody get hyped for the ending of this video right here. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this episode of Sakura Spirit. Subscribe if you guys like Sakura Spirit and want me to play other Sakura games in the future. And comment on what you guys want to see on my channel next and how I can improve this Sakura series. I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Sakura Spirit. Deuces.